Hello and welcome to the back page of the review sheet. So in this equation we have two different fractions, so I'm going to work this problem by clearing the fractions and multiplying everything by 6. I'm getting 6 because it is the least common denominator of 2 and 3, the denominators of my fractions. So when I multiply through, I am multiplying the half, the 3x, and the 2/3. So this becomes 3x minus 4 plus 18x is equal to 4 times 2x plus 9. Next, I'm going to distribute the 3, and I get 3x minus 12 plus 18x, and then I'm going to distribute my 4, and it gives me 8x plus 36. Next, I'm going to combine like terms on this side, which is 21x minus 12 is equal to 8x plus 36. Next, I'm going to subtract the 8x from both sides to gather my x's on the left, which is 13x, and then I'm going to add 12 to both sides, which is going to give me 48. I'll divide both sides by 13 to get my final answer of 48 over 13. And this fraction does not reduce because 13 is prime and 48 is not divisible by 13. Okay, these next two are two of my special cases. So I'm going to combine like terms on this side, and that's going to give me 4 plus 3x is equal to, and then combine these like terms, 3x plus 5. Right here, if I subtract the 3x from both sides, my variable all of a sudden completely drops out because 3x minus 3x is 0, and I'm left with 4 equals 5, and 4 doesn't equal 5. So this is no solution. The next one is kind of similar, but actually a little bit different. So again, I'm going to combine my like terms, which is 4x plus 5. And then I'm going to combine my like terms over here, which is also 4x plus 5. I get the exact same thing. So if I start to subtract 4x from both sides, I see that my variable cancels out again, but I'm left with 5 equals 5, which is true. So we would call that an infinite solutions. Any number that I pick would make this true. Okay, the last ones are literal equations. So we're solving for the variable that they tell me. So in this case, my x is in the denominator, so I'm going to multiply both sides by x. And I have k equals y minus wv times x. And finally, to get my x alone, I will divide both sides by y minus wv. Y minus wv. So my final answer, k divided by y minus wv. Always have to get that variable out of the denominator. Over here, I'm going to multiply both sides by 1 over k. So we talked about this one in class, why k times 1 over k is going to cancel out, because 1 is being multiplied, 1 is being divided. So that actually gets a by itself. So I have w plus v over bk. All right, next one I'm solving for a. So I will add b. So I have to do this before I multiply to get that denominator. Multiplying both sides by a will cancel out my a, get it into the numerator, and then finally to get it alone, I divide by u plus b on both sides. So a is equal to k over u plus b. Last one's super easy. To get a by itself, I just divide both sides by m. So a equals n plus p over m. Okay, last question. It says to find an expression for the area, so I'm just going to substitute in here. My area is 1/2 times my base, which is 7, times my height, which is 3x plus 2. I'm going to distribute the 7 to the 3x plus 2, and then I'm going to distribute the 1/2. So I'm not actually going to get an answer here because it just says find an expression. I do not know what x is equal to or what the area actually is.